Alright, hello everybody, this is Demon, coming back for another round of Final Fantasy XIV. So, to tell my characters again, switched outfits. Yeah, I went for a different one. But, more importantly, we're going to be playing New Game Plus, and unfortunately, it's nothing to do with the actual main storyline quest. It's just that there's, see, this here. I'm getting rid of this. I'm not gonna lie, I was getting ready, I was actually recording for New Game, or not New Game Plus, but DPS's, damage quests for Archer. Then I started playing it. I wanted to kill myself. I'm not gonna lie, it was that freaking boring. I immediately started the mission up, went, oh cool, I get to talk to this person. Then they were just like, go in the forest and kill these 3 different animals. I was just, kill 3 each. I just looked at it and I went, oh my god, this is that boring stuff, isn't it? And then I went into the woods and I went, oh my god, this is the boring stuff. I'm just like, nah, I'm good. I couldn't even start the freaking mission. Like, I want you guys to think about this for a second. I couldn't start the mission without getting rid of my soul crystal. I don't know why that's a thing. You have to get rid of it so that your character comes up as Archer. And look, it got rid of all my abilities, and it reset how this looks. So before I became a bard, this was all my stuff I had. And I mind you, I played this on PlayStation, so this was all I had access to. Oh, that's clean and orderly now. That almost had me, man. I almost lost my freaking mind, dog. I was just sitting there, I was just like, oh my god. This is that really boring stuff. I was like, yeah, I forgot about this. I was like, no wonder Rick got bored of this game. I was like, if I had to deal with this again, yeah, I'd probably be pretty bored out of my mind too. So I sat there and said, I was like, yeah, Red. I was like, I forgot. Realm Reborn's really boring. You probably should have been like, you'll do better when you're at Heaven Ward, or at least through New Game Plus. You'll be better whenever you get to like what is it? Like 3 chapters in. After you get to like the 3rd or 4th chapter, it's when it starts getting fun. First couple are bad, especially since you have to actually do the missions, because you have to be able to level up. Oh, do I have to actually take that damn thing off again? Are you kidding me? Let me guess. Yes. Correctamundo. Man, whether we had the time for banter, but we're all up in the arms here. Yet another. Oh my god, I had to do that for 30 levels. Whoa. All 12 of that. Ixali. The ritual has been spotted over 12 wood, you see. There's repairs caused my mind about Griffin Crossing. Well, I say battle. Most are agreed to that. Massacre would be more apt. Aye, the Ixal defeated, dealt us a crushing defeat that day, right around this time of year. It was more than 2 decades past. Nothing episode in our history to be sure, but heavens forbid that we ever forget it. Failure is the finest, if not the kindest, of teachers, and few things drive a woman better than its sting. Let us do not speak of cheerier matters. Mayhap you've already heard, but a renowned archer has recently returned to the Dwellwood, the one they call the Godsbow. That's just a little, that's just a title, of course. His birth name is Jehantel, and he was one of the gods' quiver. Man was a legend even then, and there was no honor greater than being under this tutelage. That's not all there to him, mind you. Jehantel was also a skilled bard, one of the few where capable of inspiring others to great feats through song. Upon learning the Godsbow had returned, as must flock to him in hopes of training under a legend, yours truly included. At last, the meetings have unfolded quite as well as we had hoped. Hunter has refused to teach each and every suitor that approaches him thus far. Though it should be mentioned that the topic he is reluctant to instruct us in do not include the poetry and song, he seems exceedingly keen to teach us all about them. Some few of us were tempted to take him on the offer, save that we have a nation to defend. Far be it from my intent to belittle all those bards out there, but like my chances rather being charging in the battle with a quiver than a harp, and there we have hoping transcendent mastery of the bow might be ours. Open your eyes, I'd wager you have an interest in that self-same poetry and song. Come now, there is no call for shyness, and there is more to life than battle. If you present yourself as a pupil of Jehantel, I happen to know his whereabouts. You have no understand that he's made his camp somewhere west of Core Mill, south of Shroud. Although is an agreeable sort of fellow, and should be willing to meet with you. Truth be told, I'm still holding on to hope. If you could find a way into Jehantel's office, mayhap he can be persuaded to train us. I wish you the best of luck. Oh, I feel better. I could never imagine making a new character or starting a new line of attacks. Actually, no, I could see myself making a new character. I can't imagine me making this character be any of the other classes and going through all that crap again. Actually, now that I think about it, if you make a new character, you won't have access to any armor. Unless you have, like, level 1 armor that sucks. That's actually a good point. Crap. Can I just not talk to him as that? Jesus, man. You guys gotta make it hard. Another guess. You're kind to pay me a visit, young one. No, give us utterly folk more pleasure than the company of the young, and add to that a steamed pot of tea and the beauty of the 12 wood, and we could want for little more. But the curl of your lip tells me that your tea and dinner are not what you desire. You seek knowledge of archery, I take it. In which case, I'm afraid I must disappoint you. Hydaelyn, was it? Yes, I'm Jahatel. One they called the Godsbow, but that was another life. I have long cast on my bow, taking instead a harp to my breast. For years I have lived as a bard, going wherever the wind blows, exulting in the beauty of creation through song. To be sure, I still have the eyes to recognize a promising archer when I see one, and you, young one, have promise. Keep your nose to the grindstone, and one day you count yourself a virtual of the bow. Yet no, the neuticity is a worthless without virtue. Aye, the word of the ballad of a glorious fool tells us this much. Truly wish to remain and learn poetry and verse. Well, I must admit to being rather taken aback. In uncertain days such as these, there are few indeed who would devote their time to song as opposed to tangible endeavors. Intrigue me, young one. I find myself growing curious as to how the melodies of old might find expression through you. I do believe a certain friend of mine be of the self-same opinion. Aye, that would be a good place as any for us to begin. Listen well, Hydaelyn. There's a Moogle named Pukno Poki who can oft be found wandering in areas situated east of here. I would have you present yourself to him. Poki is possessed of certain eye for talent. If you see potential in you, I shall be well satisfied that you have indeed the makings of a bard. Aid me, O pursuant Althric, turn thee over the hourglass of time that we might gaze upon the battles of yore. Dash my skull in with a 2x4. What is this? Oh yeah, I forgot there's a play guide in this game, isn't there? I don't think I've ever looked at the play guide. At least I don't remember looking at it. On the other hand, if I was playing it on PlayStation... Actually, that's actually a good point. If I was playing this game on PlayStation at the time of doing this mission, what the hell was I doing in it? I actually don't know. I have access to any of my abilities while like this. No, I do not. Tricky. Oh, he's over here. Interesting stuff. Oh, little people here. Don't know what to do with them. Yeah, we have a friend. Kupo, how could this have happened? It's just so embarrassing. A blunder for the ages. You understand what I'm saying, don't you? It's a great talent, I'll allow, but I've caught me at a bad time. Now, be a good venture and show yourself out. Jahatel set you. Should have said so sooner. You do know that Jahatel is no ordinary bard, yes? The songs can salve your heart and strengthen your resolve. They can banish your fears and fill you with hope. Yeah, not even scratching the surface. Right to hear him before is like bathing in sunbeams. I've asked, begged, and pled more times than I care to count for Jahatel to stay and sing in the forest. Only now he has deigned to set foot here again. But you're refusing to sing for us. That's a blunt breach of promise. That's this. Why your being residential court son of Jahatel is perhaps even identical. By 12, this means that things may yet turn out as planned. Well, you might even have it in you to surpass the man, and that's saying a lot. Egad, your coming has been exciting me so, my predicament nigh escaped my mind. There's a charm I had meant to give to Jahatel, you see, but it was stolen as I napped. I roused just time to ask me to spy the thief, attempted to give chase. Alas, drowsiness robbed me of my balance. I was delayed by this tree. Last I saw the overlord brigand, he, or possibly she, was scurrying towards Taker's Rot Kupo. Now I realize we're just not, but you would mind becoming charmed delivering it to Jahanto in my stead. Yeah, no problem. I'm putting this back on. If I have to fight somebody, I'm fighting at full power so I can really mess them up. Yeah, where's this stupid idiot at? Oh, there it is. This is mine. All you bastards. You sons of bitches. You just couldn't let me have it. Now I gotta fight at 50% power. Actually, wait a minute. If I have all level 40 style... Wait a minute. If I have... wait. So let's say I have level 40 capped abilities, but I'm level 80. Does that mean the level 40 abilities are OP as hell? That'd actually be kind of funny. That or I just have the health of a level 80. In which case, I never have to care again. Have you recovered the charm? You son of a bitch. You did it, please. Now, so the Jahanto talented Pukno Poki thanks him in a cunning robe, but decided nonetheless. So decided, in fact, it can't help but sing. Oh, you know what I just realized? My flying mount isn't on this thing. Ah. So that probably explains why I haven't... And that probably explains my laziness and not wanting to fly. The mount I got. Get my all going. I'm never putting that on there because I think Rome is done with this class, so I don't care anymore. I may not have to be Archer for very much longer. Oh my god, I couldn't imagine going through 30... Close to 30-something levels of missions just to play that stupid... Just to play the one. That would have drove me mad. Charmed message from me. No pokey, you say. Yes, there's your bard charm. Now give me it back. Cunning rogue am I? Ha ha ha. I suppose I must explain. No pokey and I go back a long way to when I first took up the harp. Made a promise to him then, one that I've yet to make good on. No pokey has long desired that I remain in Twelveswood, sing for the rest of my days. Regularly, I have been ill able to oblige him. Duty called, you see. I had battlefields stand upon and comrades to protect. Moreover, an event came to pass that rendered my being in the Twelveswood problematic. I thought that by taking eager souls such as you under my wing, mayhap it would suffice to appease Pokey. Because he saw straight through my little ruse. What's Moogle lacks in grace, they apply a big upon full in wit. The creatures are great lovers of song. That you return with this charm is proof positive as high regard for your potential as a bard and archer both. Hermit's crystal known as soul of the bard. Pokey asks that you bring it to me, aye, but it's meant for you to have it. It's a gift from the Moogles. Spent upon these that deem worthy of walking the path of true bard. So the bard harbors memories of the past, verses, and refrains sung by the bards of old. As you gain the world experience, more of these memories will find expression through your being, during your song, with powers untold. Now it may surprise you to hear that bellmen and bards are his next of kin. By the same token, mastery of song is dependent upon one's prowess and an archer. Since then will be lost upon you at the first, but in time the realization will dawn that bow and harp are but stringed instruments played by the same hand. Go now, Hydaelyn, and let your body and soul drink deep of the melodies of old. When we meet next, I hope you see full-fledged bard standing before me, one who exceeds even Pokey's wild expectations. Next bar cards will be available from Jahanto upon reaching level 35. Quest to learn the action perform is now available from Mikanto's Amphitheater in Gladania. Wait, form? Oh, I think I know which ability that is. That is the least used ability that I've ever had access to. We're back, baby. Yeah, so the ability that it just sat there say was Mage's Ballad. So this one. Actually, that's a good question. Did that ever get upgraded? Would it be under actions? Mage's Ballad. No, I never did upgrade. So it was level... so the archer ends at around level 30-ish. Okay. Because around level 30-ish is when you get access to the last of the... Actually, no, wait. The class archer gets level 30 bite, but you get barrage at level 38. The job level, though, is when you get access to Mage's Ballad. Orange Pan here, level 35. I can't remember what this ability is. There's one select detrimental effect from self or target party member. The target is not enfeebled. It barriers create nullifying target's effect. Duration, non-spec stuff. I actually never figured out what that ability does. I never use it. Doctor teach you how to learn a new song. That glint of determination in your eyes touched with your newfound strength. You put me in mind of my salad days I eat. Did you just say salad? And you would know why I truly abandoned the battlefield and became a bard. That I took an errand in need, for most folks believe. No, if you took an errand in need, probably I should be in Skyrim right now. It is quite clear you are not most folk. Very well, I shan't extol your intelligence with an untruth. For now, let me answer by saying that everything in creation is given to change, and man most of all. Drawn to the power of song, the power to touch the very souls of men, decide that I must pursue it. Sadly, those powers have all but forgotten his age of cynicism. Such songs as this from a tavern bard serve no purpose beyond the amusement of drunkards. But that was not always the way of it. There was a time when song could shape the outcome of conflict. Ever since nations first court, armies fielded archers wherewith they rained down upon death upon the enemy from afar. Battle unfolded, however. The distinction between the lines of friend and foe would grow hazy. The archer's part did not end there. He had to stay ever alert. Arrow nocked, eyes trained upon the struggle. Even as comrades fell, turning to earth red with blood, the archer could ill fully over his gaze, lest that moment cost another his life. One needed to have a vivid imagination to appreciate the torrent of emotions that raged within him in that moment. Nose near to fraying, his breast fit to burst, the archer did the only thing he could, he sang. His bow became a makeshift instrument, plucked as an accompaniment. First, the archer sang only to still the roiling within. His voice chanced to carry his comrades, and spirited those engaged in combat, lending strength to their sword arms and those who lay upon the precipice of death. It granted a measure of peace. Realizing the tactical potential of song, yet loath to set aside skilled archers for that purpose, armies began raising dedicated regiments of minstrels. But the members of those such units were no warriors, Hydaelyn. Fair of voice and nimble of finger, these career minstrels could find a place in the hall of any lord. Yet they knew not of the burden borne by those who charge into battle, whose lot is a dance with death and sup on pain, and so the songs rang hollow, holding no power over the hearts of men. In Eorzean, spirits are said to haunt the trees of Raincatcher Garlean. I would ask you to travel there and await the emergence of these specters. Through force of arms, you are to release spirits from their tormented existence, and in doing, ease their unfathomable suffering. With such a deed might you draw forth an ancient melody from the soul of the bard. All I read is, go shank a bitch. Oh, I'm going back to Wineport. Oh my god, I haven't been there for a while. I'm actually looking forward to this. So I said, they kind of, I will say that's my only issue with, Final Fantasy, that you don't come back to a lot of these places. We haven't been in Whiteport since Realm Reborn. I've been here, we haven't been to, Coast of the Soul. Especially haven't been to Coast of the Soul. Kind of makes me want to go back there and see how it looks. I don't really think they ever changed that much for the game. That's the one thing. They have so much stuff to work with. I'm surprised they don't use a lot of it. Like they don't like let our characters like go run around and have like, I don't know, a few missions of fun. Like my viewpoint of fun, which is like your characters interact with the other Scions. You guys all group together and go off to do something, have some fun, mess around a little bit, and you know, just to get like a break period. Maybe not through every DLC, like going from, I would say Realm Reborn to Heavensward wouldn't allow for it. Heavensward to Stormblood, though, they never really gave you much of a chance. Actually, no. Heavensward to Stormblood would have let you. It would at least give you a small brief of time before, like, they... I mean, if they ended it at the end of the, like, main portion of the story being done, then they could have. But they never do. It'd be kind of fun. Quack eye in your eyes, I see a layer of understanding, of regret, and of futility. In your heart, I now extra trains of an old song newly discovered. Reach the song, and as you play it in battle, show ever more powerful emotions beset and temper your soul. When your stock of tales has grown, pray return and regale me with stories of your adventures. Oh, do I just get another ability? Probably Army Pantheon. It's probably that Army Pantheon. Oh no, it's war. Oh no, wait, that is me. Wait. Hey, that does tell me what. So I got Warden's Pannon. We get Army, Reign of Death, Battle Voice, Wonder is Minute, Pitch Perfect. That's right. I think I got Pitch Perfect, and then I never used these, and then I quit doing it for a long time. I had people pissed because I didn't have this. And because I didn't have that one Imperial Arrow, it screwed with me. It's good to see you return, Hydaelyn, and more seasoned to still for your time in the world. Call upon a spoony bar, but as man in the winter of these years, it gives me great joy to observe an adventure in the spring of hers. It's an odd time for recollection, but a spring day when a bard first came to my hometown, he played the most sorrowful chords, even as his words tantalized the ear like the breath of one's first love. Many a maiden's heart was stolen during his visit, and doubtless more besides. Hydaelyn, would you believe that common bards too were born of the archers? This may have seemed far-fetched upon first hearing, but it isn't so far-fetched. Ask yourself, what became of soldiers when conflict gives way to peacetime? Some have lives that return to, but most needs take up new trade to make ends meet. Well, it so happened that many who once bent the bow took to strumming the harp. They wandered the realms, singing passionately and earnestly of the war as seen through their own eyes, of sweet victories and bitter defeats, sacrifice and cowardice. Their songs have captured the imagination of the people. Nary a day passed that a bard was not called to perform, be it in a humble tavern or some great lord's hall. Last, the popularity proved their downfall. Intoxicated by the attention of the masses, the bards stuck to embellishing their songs in a bid to outdo one another. And over time, each song was shorn of veridity, till the bard's repertoire contained not one shred of truth. By now you will know that such songs have no purchase upon men's hearts. Certainly a bawdy tune may set off fits of laughter in a sailor, and a sorrowful ballad summon tears from the eyes of a soft-hearted mate. But these are but pale shadows of what songs can achieve. We're blessing this decline did not escape the notice of the Mughals. As great patrons of the art, they fear that the true power of song might be lost to mankind. So as they labored to gather and safeguard these crystals, known as the souls of the bard, and they might be bestowed upon worthy men and women. Now, well as I know you relish listening to my sermons, I dare say it's past time we moved on to the practical side of the lesson. I know I've mentioned this previously, but tell me, are you perchance familiar with the ballad of the Vainglorious Fool? Nay? Well, that will do it all. We must remedy this post-haste. The song recounts the massacre of Griffin Crossing, a battle that took place decades past, wherein countless Gridanian lives came to a premature end. But do forgive me. I seem to have mistaken the proper order of things. Before I begin, I must be convinced that the point of the tale will not be lost upon you. Elsewise, I will have wasted my breath in the telling of it. Now heed well these instructions. You must make your way to Welwick Wood, where resides a mated pair of algoats that have been recently lost. A kid, the pair, has driven mad with grief, and only death will put an end to the uncontrolled rampages. Linger in the territory until you encounter the beast, and then let fly your arrows of mercy. As you liberate them from the soul, so too shall your soul resonate with the echoes of poignant melody. Oh, I'm tired. Oh. I'm really glad I skipped the Bard quest, or not the Bard quest, but the Archer quest. The Bard one's more fun. I get to listen to an old man tell me about about song and merriment, and I just sit there and go, okay, okay, okay. What do I have to do to get rid of that? Photograph in motion. And let me get rid of that, is there? That's just so bad. I hate it. Makes me lose my mind. I guess that one wasn't one of the ones I could have messed with. Friends! Well, that was boring. I gotta really kind of find a way to make that more entertaining. Like, it gets better in Shadow. Like, no, I think Stormblood does a pretty good job at it. No, wait a minute. Heaven's Ward has some fun stuff. It's like, I think it's just because it's Realm Reborn. It's simple, to the point, and rather boring. Heaven's Ward, slightly more entertaining. Stormblood, slightly more entertaining. And then Shadowbringers, the pinnacle of entertainment. So I said, I'm really looking forward for Endwalker. It makes me wonder where it's going to go. I know people are discussing, like, the end of the Scions. That's going to be sad. Or at least your character interacting with them maybe for a while. Looking back on you, can almost hear the cries of mourning that had seared themselves into your soul. You remain unbowed by such anguish as a testament to your spirit's fortitude. And even as your heart swells to contain these new experiences, you must not neglect your skills with the bow. A resilient heart must needs have the robust body on which to beat. Once you have restrained both to equal strength, then I shall perform for you the ballad of the Inglorious Fool. Okay, wait a minute. What? Sense to sing for you the ballad of the Inglorious Fool. Welcome back, Hydaelyn, by your tranquil countenance, plain that both your body and soul are in readiness for the next stage of your journey. Very well, this time is right that I teach you the ballad of Inglorious Fool. Song tells the tales of an archer, the god's quiver, whose peerless skill was surpassed by only his hubris. Thus that hubris led to the annihilation of his entire regiment, the battle of which has come to be called the Massacre of Griffin Crawford. Landed God in the dead of night, an archer wearing of the side, drunk on pride and starved of glory, forsook his post to claim victory. 10 score yawns had the archer crept, when shrieks rang out whence his comrades slept. He was not there to see the knives, nor to ring the bell and save friends' lives. Tell me, Hydaelyn, what lessons can be learned from this tale? Ah, but hold that thought. What your tongue glance has said interests me not. Quite soon after you demonstrate the fruits of your learning with bow in hand, this time however you shall have the pleasure of my company. I'd have you escort me to the Galmora ruins in the North Shroud. It is there that some few fallen from the Massacre of Griffin Crossing have been laid to rest. Bring honor this place of remembrance with a bouquet of lilies. Heed me, O puissant Althair, cast thee back to Rand's firmament, that we might gaze upon the battles of yore. Now, seeing as I'm the only one leaving and you're sitting here, I assume you don't care. Go to the North Shroud, flying our beast. It actually makes me quite curious whether we're going to get this. I want to know if I'll get done with part 1 before or after. Some of you are going to be going, Dean, what do you mean by before or after? Before or after? This is, this episode that's done. What level in theory are we on already? Don't know. Oh, wait a minute. We can base it off the powers. Might have several more. I actually don't know. It's quite curious. There's a lot of animals here. I'm scared. Big ass tree. Ooh, a normal fight mission. Ah, my leg cracked. The enemy Vaughn. No, I cannot. Why do I still draw breath? Huh? Time to dab. If a sin of the past would begin another, forgive me, Hydaelyn. So, where you guys at? Oh, there you are. Well, I have this ability, more importantly. Dab on that, dab on that. Alright, I killed the puppies. Now what are you gonna do, bro? Absolutely nothing. Oh. Your friends ran away like a bunch of bitches. The funny thing is, he ran away and left us there to our own devices. What if I died? Don't let you notice I am no longer capable of wielding a bow. I whom they call the Godsbow. I had hoped that the years would take the edge off the memories, but I had hoped in vain. Our solution does not come so easily. Heed me well, for I shall reveal all to you. The man sung in the ballad of the vainglorious fool who super-stooped an entire regiment. He and I are the one and the same. Being no stranger to the bow, you will know that the archer's role in battle is that of support. His charge is to thin out the enemy line, that his comrades might gain ground in the field of battle. By that most basic of criteria, I was unfit to hold a bow from the first. My pride and lust for glory, I sent countless souls to a bloody grave. Good men and women, all with loved ones and bright futures awaiting them. I lost a will to live that day, becoming an empty husk of a man, tormented in sleep and wakefulness by the memories of my crime. The gods were not without mercy. They gifted me with song that I might find a measure of solace in my wretched existence. New melodies out the thing I see, though this outing was rather far departed from what I had in mind, that I still bore fruit gives me comfort. On that note, let us conclude the lesson. I dare say I have no cause to worry that you will repeat the self-same mistake as the vainglorious fool. Thane, I would be alone for a while. Take yourself back to camp. I shall make my own way there presently. So, I don't actually remember where the bard quest end. Because, is it... Let's see, you get the 70 to 80 is through Shadowbringers. So 71 to 80. 61 to 70. 51 to 60 would be Heaven's Ward. So if we're running this solely off of Realm Reborn, my character should be almost done already. At least in theory she should be. I really don't know, it's quite curious. I should almost be done then. Oh. Fine. Glad to see you safe returned, though my rascal voice host is through the saying of it. I cannot tell you enough times how much I regret dragging you into such danger. If there was more I would ask of you if you would let me do the kindness of lending your ear and then space speak to you. Never seen I saw you that high of a level. Oh, we got rain to death. Good. Oh. Just my request that you know me for Vainglory's fool I am humbled. Boon I ask of you is simple. Have you sing for me? If a performance matchfully delivered, you have come far in such a short time, my young apprentice. Good. I'm like Veda. Good. Hear your song this day. I'm convinced that you are well on your way to surpassing me as bard and archer both. Soon there will be naught left for me to impart to you. I think you have proven yourself worthy of consecrated garments worn by the true bards of old. To honor the keeper, I speak of the Coral Tyre. Tyre was entrusted to me when Pukno-Proki and I first met deep within the 12's wood, but Mugu and I had traded scarce more than a handful of words when they pro-offered to me the attire along with Soul the Bard. That time I knew not the true power of the song, and so declined the gift, but Pukno-Proki would not be denied. For all his good humor, the Mugu can't be as unmoving as a rock. Tyre chooses the wearer, not the other way around, he insisted, and I found myself yielding to his will. Master in First War, I won a claim behold my wildest dreams upon the field of battle, and for a time I was well pleased. Alas, my lust for glory knew no bounds, the consequence of which you are already aware. In the wake of the massacre of Griffin Crossing, stricken with guilt, I wanted not more than the earth open up to swallow me whole. I had lost the will to live, but I was too craven to end it myself. So I took to wandering aimlessly in search of a place to die, far away from the judging eyes of men. Disillusioned with the power of song, committed an act of folly. I scattered the Coral Tower across the realm. If truly the attire chooses where I challenged, then let it find its way back to me. Determined that it would not be proven wrong, I went to great pains to ensure the attire would never again see the light of day. The pieces now rest in places of peril. Being the proud fool that I was, I never crossed my mind that maybe another was meant to don it. I would trust the Coral Tower to you, Lady, but as you can see, then you must needs brave the dangers to claim it. I shall mark your whereabouts in your mouth, but I forward you no further aid beyond that. Deep sorry that my full years past has tailed this burden upon you, but all thick works in mysterious ways. In his wisdom, it may be that he has sent this trial to test your spirit. I mean not for my sentiments to encumber you, but I am convinced that you are the one chosen by the Coral Tower. But pray, do not take that license for complacency. Trials would be called such if they failed to tax one's ability. Stay on your toes, Hydaelyn. I would have you return whole body and bearing 4 parts of my surrendered realm. Hado, pursuing the thick, reverse the seasons turning, that we might gaze upon the battle of your. All I read is me go get costumes and then me not. Actually, whatever happened to that outfit? Oh my god, I don't have it. Do I have it? If it let me keep that, I think I might have sold it. Unless it's sitting in, Unless it's sitting in my armoire. I actually don't remember. Holy crap. Oh yeah, I don't even remember being here. He put it in a freight sack at a waterfall. Yeah, you know what? We'll go to the Halting Hut. I'll go up there. It's close by. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm just gonna play this out. I think we're almost done with part 1 anyway. If we're not, I would be very surprised. What was it? The Gold Leaf is the next one we have to go to. Oh, it's in the Sylphlands. Oh, right, we're going to Sylphie. Man, it's been a while since we've been through here. Jesus. Another one of those. I haven't been here for a very long time. Actually, I don't think I was ever that far back in this corner since the last time I ever came here to do this mission. Although I will say this much, I do have a desire to go back and rewatch my episodes I made for this. So I wonder if I missed anything throughout the story. Especially since most of the stuff I say when I play this game is just BS. You gotta add commentary, but my god, do I speak a lot of BS. Okay, we have that. The last one we need. I guess we'll go to Lenoska first. Then we'll head back to Hydaelyn. Though I did have fun waking up this morning and looking at the news and sitting there reading the words of Suez Canal officially blocked off because some idiot has their ship sideways in it. I looked at that and I went, damn. It's like, wow, you blocked the Suez off. The Saudis are probably pissed. They're about to go in, they're just like, okay, either you move that ship or we blow it up and then we move piece by piece out, which either way works for us. Not afraid sack. Alright. Now I go to Robon's push. Garlean processing plant, really? It's been a little bit. It has been a little bit. I'm actually surprised I never reused this area. This is actually kind of strange. Like, nothing ever happens here anymore. Again, I hear the words of, well, demon, that's because this is from the old story. Why would you want to reuse stuff from the original? Why not? Alright, you got the whole tire, now to head back to this. That's my thing, it's like you have so much stuff to use. It's just like at some point you're gonna lose access to it. Maybe the best way to describe it is like let's say you wanna start shutting the servers down. You're gonna shut the low level stuff off first. Just to get rid of it, right? Well, that's the low level stuff, and some of it has like little importance for different missions. To return, sound of body and mind I trust, and you bear the full parts of the coral attire. I knew you for the true warrior of these garments, ere I heard your song since the day we met. Your determination has reminded me of much that I have lost and you would have again. Now at last settled my heart on a matter that has plagued me for some decades. When my preparation is complete, you shall know of my decision. Till then, may your song lift the spirits of your allies and arrows seek the hearts of your foes. I think this is the last one for part 1. Done well, my young apprentice, in returning with the coral tie, you have reaffirmed my faith in you. I see no further reason to withhold from you the existence of the final piece in the set, the piece that has brought us together. This morning, when I put down my bow, I vowed never again to set foot in the Twelveswood. And I now forsake my oath as for no other reason than to impart my knowledge to one who would succeed me. Does you wonder why I would deem that so important? Permit me to relate to you an event which brought about a great change in me. My most recent journey has taken me to Olda, where I found myself ambling through the marketplace early one morning. Browsing the wares on display, my eyes were met with a relic from my past, a piece from the coral tire that I discarded decades before, countless moons away. I felt at once there was not mere chance that it would have reunited me with it, and put forth the coin with an airy pause. Holding the garment in my hands, I resolved to find a worthy heir to my legacy. Alas, no sooner had I arrived at Twelveswood than I found myself mobbed by archers seeking to hone their skills, and amongst those who came, not a one showed the least interest in poetry and verse. Sorely discouraged and regretted my decision, I made to strike camp and lead the Twelveswood once more, never to return. It was then that you appeared, young one. When you expressed your desire to learn song, I could scarce contain my joy. Looking back, I am fully convinced that our meeting had been preordained. Your coming has instilled me the courage to attend the matter which I spoke earlier. I am ready to make a pilgrimage to the scene of my regiment's demise. Ever since that fateful day, I've been haunted by the visions of my fallen comrades, torment graven upon their bloodied faces. Lost to hope, but too craven to end my own life, I wandered the land aimlessly seeking a place to die, but the heavens denied me even that. Yet just when it seemed despair would draw me wholly back to its black abyss, never to emerge again, a melody resounded within me. It was then that I was waking from a song and found purpose in life. I looked upon the journey to master such verses as would bestow peace upon the fallen, that I might lay the tortured souls of my comrades to rest. It has taken long years, but now I believe I can offer a requiem of my comrades to do so. However, I require one last favor of you, Hydaelyn. I would have you escort me to the west of the Observatorium, and of course the Central Highlands. It is there that we shall find the scene of my regiment's demise. Presence kindles within me a courage I had thought lost. I would have none other by my side to undertake this pilgrimage, and now as I enter the most daunting stage of my life. Once you arrive, I ask that you pay your respects with another bouquet of Nama lilies with my requiem is sung, at the final piece of the choral attire. He pursuant thick, reverse the dance stars towards the night sky, that we may use suffering souls long departed. My singing voice is so beautiful it's unimaginable. I'm such a dick. Such a dick. Alright. Head to Corthus. There we go. Now, what ability does that give you? Actually, wait a minute. What ability is that? Battle voice, right? What to say? I was like, what ability didn't I get? I was like, I felt like I didn't have it. I was like, oh, it's that one. That's a really weird one where I have to play one of these to give people this. Oof. I feel better. Look at that, look at the little Highland Gobble. I probably butchered that name. I actually didn't see what the name said because I didn't care. Like my birdie goes wee snow. More lilies. Ooh, another fight. They're back. We're surrounded, our foes seem disinclined. Listen to Pod Hay. You must survive this out here. My soul is overburdened with the deaths of too many dear companions. Imagine a character dying. That'd be funny. Yeah, don't worry, you bastard. I got the job. I cannot. Why can it not? Got straight arrow, bitch. When I fall, hear my song, and be invigorated. Okay. I'll just do this to your dumbasses. I wouldn't know what. Dub is mine, bitch. That's where my character dabs. Without you, I don't be standing here this day. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Give me my friends, I kept you waiting over long. Hey, actually shot. Keep her be praised, I could be able to bow once more. It was you, young one, who helped me to remember how. Good. Known for this for some time, it presses itself the wounds of my soul. Coming has led me from the nightmares of my past. My word successor, to you I trust the final piece to coral tire, don it, and go forth to the field of hearts met with courage and purpose. Though the seasons may turn, bending a man's back and dimming his eyes, so long as there is life, there is reason to hope. Thank you, Hydaelyn, for showing me the truth of this. Blood of my comrades upon my hands, to simply draw a breath racked me with such guilt I could not bear, but time for mourning is past. I shall take up bow once more, and lend what aid I can to the gods' quiver, and fighting for those who yet live, I do my fallen comrades the greatest honor. And now the melody resounds within you, I see, then there is not more I can impart to you. As equals, let us together give praise to life and all the joy that it brings. Aid me, O somewhat thick, turn thee over the hourglass of time that we may exult in the glory of all creation. And exalt the name we sing, that the living may save a life and the departed know true peace. Is that the end of part one? No. Again, you have blessed the soul full with gentle touches of salvation, or is he away to go forth now and inspire endless hope and courage with the beauty of your songs? May we one day meet again. I think this is where you get access to Battle Voice. Oh yeah. And if I had to guess, this concludes the bard's quest for Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. In order to undertake the next series question, let's first meet the following requirements. You must have completed the main scenario quest before the dawn. Once you have done so, the next wild quest will be available from Churn Hauntel. Well, with that ends that. So, I guess what we're going to do is we're going to head back. As far as I'm concerned, back to New Gridania. We'll go back to the end and I'll end the episode. I didn't think that was going to be that long. I think it felt longer originally just because you had to go up in different missions and stuff. But in reality, it's really not that long of a mission. Quite enjoyable. Little things that I wish they could have flushed out a little bit better. Again, it was Realm Reborn, so you got thrown it. So, I mean, that's that one. I can't imagine what the other ones are like for, like, Gladiator and all the other classes. The Dragoon one, I know for Heaven's Word. I know when that came out, I know everybody was jumping on that. I still think that's one of the more popular classes besides, like, maybe Dark Knight. But to be honest, it's a fun... It was fun. The only thing is just, like, I didn't know how long it was going to be. I was pretty confused myself with it. If I had to guess, if I have time tomorrow, I might do the other New Game Plus. To be honest, I could probably finish this all out today if I wanted to. I just don't want to. I kind of want to hold off. Because it pretty much I can base it off of is the powers. So there's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 possible missions. Which this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These two are 1, so you're saying 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4. 4 missions, some talking, give or take. Yeah, that's not that much actually. Now that I'm starting to think about it, it's not that bad. But yeah, I found Realm Reborn's Bard's quest to actually be kind of fun. It's enjoyable. The Archer one's boring, but again, when you're playing this as a new player, I would guess, like, for me personally, I don't want to play it. I don't want to do the Archer stuff. Um, as soon as I started it up and I seen what I was supposed to do, I was like, this is gonna be really boring. And I'm just like, I don't want to record any of this. If I am sitting here recording this boring crap of just me walking around doing random stupid missions all the time, I'd probably lose my freaking mind. Now again, no, that's the wrong one. That's why I kept doing. I was like, calm down, don't want to deal with it. Go do Bard's quest. Said I was gonna do the Bard ones. That's what I'm gonna do. The Archer one is pretty much straightforward, at least in my opinion. I think for the average player who plays Final Fantasy, you know what the Archer quests are. People who play like, and I'm not gonna tell you how to play it. My thing is this: you guys watch how I play. If you've watched any of the series, if you're somebody new who just came to the channel and you just want to watch this Bard thing, sit there and see the missions, they're all here. They're all available. One set, one video, all set and done with. New video, you get to see everything. I'm not gonna tell you how to play this class. I can tell you this: it is the simplest class that doesn't require me to do jack anything. All I have to be able to do is not be an idiot, and that's all I need. I don't know how any of the other classes work because I never bothered to learn. Um, Classes that I probably would be bad at. Gladiator because it's a tank class and there's probably abilities I gotta know. Marauder because there's different abilities I gotta know. And you gotta, I think there's like different poses your character can take to be able to fight. Dark Knight, like none of this I would trust me with. Wouldn't trust me. No. Then you get the healer, and healer gets interesting. I could probably do it. Probably. The only thing I have an issue with is me trying to learn it. I will probably do a really crappy job, and I worry about me doing bad things with it, and I'd probably end up getting screwed. Same thing with like Scholar, Astrologian, I don't know nothing of this. Then you get into melee DPS. You can see my Pugilist is a 15. When I did Pugilist, either A, I just started it, and this might have been the original class I had my character picked up, and then I ran over here to Gridania, and then I'd actually picked up Archer, where I was Archer, and then I picked up Pugilist. I actually don't remember. I think it was originally Archer, and I tried to get into this, at least in the PS4 days, and got tired of it. Lancer, get the Dragoon class eventually. It's kind of cool. Rogue, I think you can become a Shinobi. I see several people play as that Samurai. Although, from what I see with Samurai is a bit of a weird one, and I don't think I'd ever mess with it. Just because it's a good class, but I hear that I read people like through chats and stuff when somebody plays that, it's like, yeah, you got to be like, you have to time everything good, and you have to actually be pretty time constraint on like different abilities to know what you're doing. Mechanist, I hear a lot of people say is pretty boring. I guess it's not fleshed out well enough, and some people just don't like people playing as it. Dancer's probably, I think it follows a similar way of like maybe my character's Bard. Like, but you get a lot of like these abilities. Like, I think it's more like how like I have Army Payon, Mage's Ballad. I think you get a lot more of these if I remember right to like boost people's stats. Dermaturge, I think that'd probably be the only other one I'd play as, just because all it is me using abilities and just blowing crap up. That I can do. That ain't that bad. Arcanist probably not. I wanted to get into Red Mage, but I decided not to. And from what I hear, Blue Mage is a limited job, and Final Fantasy still hasn't fleshed this one out. A lot of people were still pissy about it. I don't know what that one's about. I honestly, I don't know. I just see people like this the whole time getting like if I'm on the Twitter side of things, like, and I don't even use that much Twitter. I follow Final Fantasy just because I want to see any updates for the actual game, story wise. So following them on Twitter is really good because then like they post like the updates, the news and stuff, like to give me a good idea of what to look forward to, or like outfits and stuff in case I want to switch it for another one. That way, like, I have more stuff besides just having my character wear a goddamn suit and tie all day long. Also, the suit and tie is coming back. Don't question it. I mean, there's so much stuff to this. And I see a lot of people complain about Blue Mage because they want it to go up in level. Because I don't know what the level cap is on it. Like, I think there is a level cap that's much lower than the average one. I think it stops maybe around 50 or 60, maybe. I think the level cap's been set at. But I thought they said the Blue Mage is also really OP in all the games. So they never really flushed it out enough because they're just like, yeah, this class is kind of OP, and if we do this too much, everybody gonna be this class, and it ain't gonna be fun. Which, personally, for me, I like Bard. Easy, simplistic, not that hard to use. Yeah, and if you want a tutorial on how to play Bard, I mean, I still am learning how to play it. Like, yeah, I never use this. This ability is stupid. I use arm's length just because I've seen people recommend knockbacks and drawing effects. Like, it's good for that. Primarily, you just use Storm Bite, Caustic Bite. When you learn Iron Jaws, you use Iron Jaws to keep those effects going to reset it. If you're playing dungeons, quick knot it up. I mean, that's about it. I save, like, Shadow. If you ever get Sidewinder, just save it up with these when these recharge. That's all I do. I find it pretty easy. I don't even use these abilities anymore. I used to use these all the time, then I got sick of them. Pelling Shot, I use it to just to be able to jump back a little bit. Leg Graze, don't care. Foot Graze, as soon as somebody gets a tag, it's worthless. Head Graze interrupts the target's use of a target's action. I mean, I guess that could be kind of useful, but I just don't know if it affects, if it's equal. I don't know if it's like every single enemy that goes to use something if it affects it, or if it does absolutely nothing. And at the same time, it's kind of like I might as well just keep using Quick Knot because it doesn't matter anyway, so who cares? But I mean, it's like most classes. I sit there and figure, like, find a class you like, play the class. If you want to try the other ones, test them out, have fun. But when you come back, everybody, we probably will be playing... I'll probably finish out the rest of the Bard quest for this. I haven't officially decided what I wanted to do with it yet. I don't think I'm going to add it to the complete story section of Final Fantasy that'll be on the channel, and I don't think it'll be under any of the others, like Realm Reborn or stuff. I think I'll just make like a separate Bard quest section for New Game Plus. To be totally honest. Actually, you know, one move that would probably make sense. One move that would probably make a lot of sense. I'll have to decide how I want to do it. I want to release it during... I don't know if I should release it during Shadowbringers or not for Shadowbringers quest for Bard. I don't know yet. I'll have to make a decision on that. But I dragged this thing on long enough. It's been an hour. Are these Bard quests good? They're not bad. I give it like a 6. At least for part 1. I give it like a 6. There's not enough here. It's slightly above average. I give it a 6. It's fun, it's entertaining, it's kind of cool. Is there a lot to learn from it? No, but you get access to a lot of cool abilities that come really good and handy later, and you never become Archer again, so it gets you on your way. Again, slightly above average. I'll give it a 6 because I'm fair. Then story-wise, like, you get a little bit more story stuff from like the other ones. The other ones get really fun with DPS quests. Like, we got past part 1. Like, this is when it starts actually kind of getting fun. So, as I said, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment below. I'll see you next time at Final Fantasy XIV: The Bard's Quest. See you then. Thanks.